Good morning everyone, welcome to Our Small Footprint. My name is Nissa and we are a family of 8 who live off-grid in Australia if you're new here. So this video is going to be a fairly quick one. I did spend all day in the kitchen yesterday, but I haven't edited it yet. That'll come out probably tomorrow, and I'm going to spend all day in the kitchen today. So we'll have 2 kitchen videos coming out in the next couple of days. But I thought I'd bring you along. I'm going to go and check on the chickens at the moment. So it's been... it is day, what's today? Today is Tuesday, so it's day 3 of the chickens. They're doing quite well, so I'm going to take you out and let you have a look at what they're doing. But I also wanted to share that we're rearranging the pantry at the moment, which means that some of my filming of the food and stuff is not working real well because I've changed the layout and I'm struggling a little bit with it. But I wanted to update you on what we were doing because everyone loves to see the kitchen and how we're managing to do it. So behind me here is the yard, and we have this shade cloth to stop the sunlight of a morning because it gets really glary in here. So what we're intending to do is extend the deck out past this point here, and we're going to build in a pantry. Now for the moment, if you look up above, we've just got these temporary roofing structures. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get some pricing on a metal frame that will go from the current metal frame all the way out to the end of the pantry. It's looking $2-ish grand to do it. So we'll see how we go, but that's what we're planning to do. Metal framing that will go all the way from the current framing out. So we'll have this 2-meter span here that we've already got of kitchen. And then from that point there will be an enclosed 2.5 odd meters of pantry, so I can move all my jars into a more like all my canning into a better temperature controlled situation. We will try and line it with some insulated panels, but also dust, dirt, rodents, that sort of thing, it can be enclosed because at the moment everything is open, which is why I use glass jars and things like that. It also means that we've rearranged the kitchen space here. So let me turn you around, might be easier to explain it to you. Okay, so excuse the mess because it's 7 o'clock in the morning, so I haven't cleaned the kitchen to get started yet today. So this is, oh look, the zucchini bread got left out overnight. This is the old kitchen that we purchased, the pine kitchen that we have here, this little U-shaped kitchen, which works really well for certain things. So like this is our coffee making station here, which, as I said, excuse the mess because I haven't cleaned up yet this morning. And then this bench at the back is really handy for putting jars that need to sit for 24 hours. We have our soda stream and then a small sink here. This sink is a little useless for canning jars. We are going to put a laundry tub in to help with that, and we've got our Berkeys there. Then from that point there behind me, what we've done is we've opened up this space. So if you look at the last video to compare is probably the best way, but we've opened up this space, put one of the new shelves. So these new shelves were the ones that we got from Foodworks, and they're double-sided and they're to go in the new pantry, but we don't have the new pantry at the moment. So see how they're double-sided. So we're storing the fruit and veg on the back there that we got from the hamper at the moment, and then have all the jars and stuff on the front here for the moment. And then we've gotten rid of the oven. So the oven hasn't been working for a few weeks. We decided to get rid of it. So again, mess. Look, there's trays there that haven't been cleaned up by anyone last night. So then we've got the barbecue, which is what I bake everything on, and the smoker is sitting beside it. And then we've got this for our pots and pans and things like that, some excess lids and pots and pans. So that's in that corner. Because of that, we've now got the stainless steel bench used to run sort of parallel here, and we've now put it behind the wooden bench. So we've moved the cook stove, which is what I do most of my canning and things on, put a shelf behind it so no one can touch it so it doesn't get hot, and we can put our cast iron pans behind there. And this is fertilizer that's sitting here for some reason, so that's liquid fertilizer from my Mr. Stacky. So as you can see, we're still sorting it out, but if I waited till it was perfect, I'd never share it. So the new stainless steel bench is here. Now the problem is that I used to set up my tripod from this angle, sort of just here across the bench while I was cooking. and then I'd adjust it as needed. But if I did that, it would be in front of the cook stove. So that's not working for me. So I've been doing it from the other angle, but I can't see the flip screen appropriately from the other angle. So I'm not sure how it's going to work. But for the moment, this is what's happening. So this is my stainless steel bench, and then the wooden kitchen is behind there. So at the moment, I'm having to walk around a lot as well because I haven't got everything set up. But once the new pantry is in, there will be a wall here where the shade cloth is. That will be the wall of the pantry, and the plan is to put a nice big bench there. I can stack some of my plastic tubs underneath it, these ones here, underneath the bench, and then on the bench I can have some of my stuff that I regularly use, so I don't have to walk for it. So at the moment we've got those plastic tubs stacked in various different places depending on what's in them. So this is what I store my, these blue and white ones, they're what I store my flour, sugar, coconut, oats, all that sort of stuff in there. And the black crates as well have things that are in individual packaging. So like my coffee beans, my pasta packets, things like that that are in individual packaging, and they sit in the crates as well. And then underneath the, probably making everyone dizzy, underneath the bench here is more of those crates, and then our onions and potatoes get kept under here as well, because that's fairly dear man a breathable container. So we're still working on it, but it is, I just thought I'd share as a reason as to why I'm not sure how well these videos are going to turn out from yesterday and today, because I'm really struggling with angles of the camera. I think I'm going to get an arm of some sort. If I could attach an arm of some sort to the bench here that swings, then I could attach the camera to it and it could look across the bench, or it could look over a pot on the stove, or over the Thermomix or something like that. So still figuring it out, but I will share with you as I go. All right, so let's go out and have a look at the chickens. Now we're still finishing off everything here, so we've still got building materials scattered because we still haven't finished the gates and stuff on the other two pens yet to move the chickens. But these ones seem to all be happy. Hello, girls. So everyone seems to be doing good. Let's give your feeder a shake. Spread out some fresh grain. And I'll get the kids to bring out a new bucket. And they're all... Was that an egg that you're eating? Yeah, so we're still getting what looks like some paper thin eggs because that chicken's eating an egg, but if you have a look at her feet, where the shell of the egg is, it's not much of a shell. It's sort of a paper. We are getting some perfectly good ones, but there is still some that are laying these paper shells. So the chickens are eating them, which isn't great, but they will be cracking as they're laid, so there's not much you can do about it. We'll have a quick look to see if there's any others. Yeah, they seem to like laying under this ladder, so there's another one there. I'll go around the other way. But other than that, just the two today so far, but it's only like 7 a.m. in the morning, so you know, you don't normally get too many this time of the morning. Oh my goodness, girls. I'll send the kids out here with some more food. So they look good. And Rainbow, our rooster, overlooking the flock there. So there we go, they're heading in, they're settling in fine. Haven't had any casualties, which is really nice. And they're laying, so we got 2 eggs today so far this morning. we didn't really expect to get too many eggs for the first couple of weeks, so we're going to feed them up and get them healthy and stuff first. So I'm pretty happy with that, and they're doing well, so that's cool. So the other thing I had to share today was that if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I managed to get a play set, one-handed with eggs in my hand, trying to open this gate, and there's a dog waiting on the other side. There we go. So back in. So when I went to Bunnings the other day, because I had to go into Toowoomba for a meeting, and I dropped into Bunnings to grab us some supplies. When I went in there, they had a play set that was half price. So it's a wooden play set. I'll bring it over and show you. That it was missing some parts. So it's this play set here that isn't finished yet. So it's a Flinders play set, and it had 2 of box 2, but was missing box 1. So we're missing a few pieces that we're cobbling together with other things. Like it was missing the rails for the climbing frame here. Oh, let me turn you this way. These rails for the climbing frame, but we've had correct size timber for that and things like that. So we just found correct size timber that would work, sorted it out, and it is missing some of the posts for the swings and things like that, but we've got the measurements of all the timber that is relevant, so we're going to figure it out and put it together. But I have some footage of getting even this part put together that I've sped up by 20 times to share with you. Sonnet and Daryl and I worked on it, and it's kind of fun to watch, so I have included that. But yes, this was a $900 playset. It has swings that go out that way, and it comes with all the swings and everything else. We just have to, it didn't have the wooden bars for the swings or the legs, but we have cypress 90 by 90, which should be perfectly fine because it came with all the metal brackets for it all, so that will be fine. And we also, because we had excess timber, we have excess ones of these posts because we had so many of the boxes. So all the kids, as you can imagine, with 5 smaller children squabbling over being up on this fort, this space isn't big enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend it out another span because we've got more of these posts, and then that way they can have the cubby house like that. It does come with a canopy, but we're missing a lot of the wood that attaches the canopy as well, so we'll have to figure that out too. But for the price, it's the twins' birthday next month, so my mum and I went halves on it, so it can be the large part of their birthday present. Not that they know that, but that's the way it works. If I'm going to spend money, there has to be a reason to spend money. So we're putting that together. So I'll share the footage of that next as well. So if you don't want to watch it, just to skip past it. But I found it quite entertaining to look back at it at 20 times speed. It wasn't so fun when we were doing it, but looking back, it was quite fun. So thank you very much for joining me. I suppose we count this as my weekend chat because I didn't end up doing one because it was kind of busy. That's sun over the weekend, but that's basically what I've just done my weekend chat with you, updated you on the kitchen and the plans there, and I'll keep you updated as we go along. And we've got the new play set, so I will put that through, and then I'll try and get some footage of them all playing out there over the next couple of days to share as well, and I'll keep you updated on the chickens. So thank you very much for joining me again today, everyone, and I will see you again next time. Thanks, guys.